What is up, you geeks out there? My name is Menak and welcome back to my YouTube channel Get Certified. I'm your host and I'm here to help you to get your next ABAP certificate. So we are going to continue with our ABAP data types where we left off in the last video. So before I start this video, subscribe to my channel, Get Certified, and hit the like button and share it with your friends who are interested in doing their ABAP certification course. So right. Let's talk about the data type packed P. So data type of type P can have decimal values, and the number of decimal places can be specified in the definition of the data object. The value range of P data type depends on its length and the number of digits after the decimal point. So the valid length can be from 1 to 16 bytes, and the data type of P can have a maximum of 14 decimal places. The initial value of type P is of type P data is 0. When working with P data, which is packed data, it's important to set the program attribute to a fixed arithmetic point. Otherwise, type numbers are treated as integers. The data objects of the type P are also called packed data types, and let's have a well, just to make sense of everything I talked right now, let's write a small code to have a look in how is the declaration of a packed number. So packed number is of let's give a type P, and let's specify the length as length 8 and decimals 2. So that's question. It's there you go. Let's use another just to give you an example. Say pack num2. Let's give this. So it doesn't matter what you give. P, and then let's specify the length. Length is 8. Length is 8. Decimals is 2. And let's put the value as let's specify. Specify the value as say 2.55 or whatever. There you go. The length of 8 bytes definition corresponds to the power 8 minus 1 numbers, including the decimal places. So just remember that. And well, let's talk about the two new ABAP types, which are as decimal float 16 and decimal float 34. There you go. 16 and 34 they were introduced with SAP NetWeaver 7, and they were declared that they were important placed to satisfy the demand for more precise processing of decimal numbers that have a large set of values. And let's talk about the hexamal data type, which is type X. So let's jot that down too. So this is hexamal hexamal type is well, it is a data type used to define a byte in memory. So 1 byte represents 2-digit hexamal display. So let's have a look at the syntax. So let's declare a hexadecimal data type. So let's use hex. Let's use I, and let's use the type X, and let's use a value, like you can use anything if you want. So let's use this, or let's use this. All right. So yeah, what you can do is you can say we have the value 09, and let's close this up. There you go. So this is how you declare a hexadecimal type. There was another data. It's the type which was data type which was introduced from SAP NetWeaver 7.5, which is called which is kind of commonly used, which is int8. So the numeric integer int8 was introduced then, and the integer type represents the signed whole number with 8 bytes in length and a value range of well, it's a huge, I guess it's 2 to the power 64, I'm guessing, from minus 2 to the power 64 to plus 2 to the power 64. plus plus minus 1. So the data object of type int8 cannot be stored at a random address in the main memory. The data type int8 is stored at the memory address divisible by 8 due to the enhanced alignment requirement, and the output of the data object of type the output length. Well, the output length of the data object of type int8 is 20. So new calculation type for arithmetic operation introduced for int8 and is now calculated between the data type of I and P in the hierarchy. Let's talk about the two elementary data types of variable length which are available to us. The first one is string, and the next one is xstring. So the string data type is a variable length character string, and a string can contain any number of alphanumerical character when no memory is allocated to the string until a value is assigned to it, because you wouldn't know how much memory to allocate. The memory is assigned dynamically when you look when you know the value will be what the value will be, and there is technically no maximum length for the string data type. The maximum amount of memory that can be assigned to the string data type is based on the profile parameters. So the profile parameter, well, you can check it through ZTDA max memory requirement, which is used by our memory requirement, and then you can specify in which terms you need, so MB. So therefore the maximum length of the string is dependent on the profile parameters. So this you can use what is the maximum length of the string that is allocated. So let's talk about the type xstring. Xstring is also a variable hexadecimal byte sequence. It contains any number of bytes. The length of the byte is the same as the number of the bytes, similar to xstring. So similar to string, it's discussed in the previous data type. The memory is allocated dynamically at runtime when a value is assigned to a data object of this type. So let's talk about the predefined types can be further categorized as complete data types and incomplete data types. So for the complete data types, you do not specify the lengths, either because they have a fixed length, such as data type D. For example, you would never need a different length other than the 8 characters for a date, or because it is a variable length string, then therefore you don't specify the length, because the memory allocation is done dynamically at runtime when you assign the value to it. Hence, the data object definition does not require an additional length specification when you are using complete data types. So as of SAP NetWeaver 7, you have a system class which is called CL ABAP. You have a class CL ABAP. I think it's elementary ELEM description. I think it goes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should be there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. So this contains the constants. This system class contains the following constants. So it contains the type P max length. Well, that's LENTGH, right? And then you have type P max decimal. So that would be the same. So type P max decimals. There you go, decimals with an S. And then you can use the same thing. I'll just put dot dot. It's just the last word which changes. So you can use the length, LENGTH. Or I wrote the length. You can use decimals. You can use you can use C length, actually, as a matter of fact. So you can use C max length. And you can use the same, you can use, well, there was another which I'm not able to remember. Yeah, so you can use max length. Max length. For the maximum length and decimal places for the elementary data types, P, that's packed character, and an X. So the system class, there's no system class called CL ABAP Maths, I guess. ABAP Maths, yeah. ABAP Math. So you can use this class, and it contains constants for minimum maximum values for most numeric types. So let us let me show you a quick example of how to declare incomplete data types. It's not too super complicated, so let's have a quick look. So let's use data variable type C, say for example, and it'll declare a character. Well, this would be a character. Well, this would be a character of length 1, and then let's declare a data. Let's use variable 2. Let's use length 3. Let's use type C again. So basically this would be character. Well, character. There you go. That would be a character variable of length 3. And well, there's another way of defining, which is kind of the same thing, but just to show an example, let's use there you go, type C again, character, and let's use alien GTH of length 3, say for example. So this would be character variable. It's of character of length 3. That's character of length 3. There you go. Okay. So the complete data types DF, I, and T define the data objects fully, and the data types C and P, X are generic and require a length specification to define the data objects fully. So let's have a quick look. Well, it's kind of the same thing. I mean, just to give you an example, let's see, what can we use? Say for example, let's use price. Price as it be of type P, say packed, and let's use a number of decimals because decimals too. There you go. Let's use another example just to be sure that you completely understand what I'm talking about. Let's use name, or rather, let's use another number, or say let's use type packed. Let's use a number of decimals as 2. So there you go. There you go. Quite a few examples on how to define a complete data types and incomplete data types. So in the next chapter we are gonna talk about the local data objects and global data objects, and finally we are gonna finish this chapter by talking a little bit about data object visibility. So guys, thanks for watching, and see you in the next, guys, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and thank you for watching once again. Bye.